Okay, good morning. Welcome to Yeshiva YouTube table enabled. Today we're doing Simon Kufman based on our Chaim 142. Din Mishakar V'Tov Makom She'en Sham Mishdei Likros B'Diuk. Someone who read the Sefer Torah and made a mistake. Aleph Kara V'Tov Feel B'Diktik Os Hachas. Balkora gets up, makes a mistake. Machzirno so. If you haven't been in a shul, you don't know. Oh gosh, I made a mistake. The whole shul erupts. Pandemonium. You have people staring at their chumash, ready to jump on the guy, throw lemons at him, or esrogim what they have on sukkahs. So they're ready to pounce on the guy. People, how many people yelled? 5 people, 10 people, the whole shul. Machzir also. Haga v'chein din achazan akore. Used to be the old that was kore. The same thing with the Baal Kore reads. Davka shinu shemishtan al yazayin. You have to be careful that when you correct him, it has to be something. And I don't think people are so careful in this. Even if a lot of times words, if you leave out a letter or something like that, it won't change the meaning of what's going on. Even says the Mishmur says you called Aaron Haron. You didn't say Aharon, you said Haron. Doesn't change the meaning because Haron probably is Aaron. So you don't have to correct the guy. Mitzrayim, Mitzrim. That's not something which changes the meaning. Even though Mitzrayim is a country, Mitzrim is people. I don't know why it doesn't change the meaning, but I guess Mitzrim you assume Mitzrayim. So it has to be either it has to be something which changes the meaning. Avalim Tab Neginas Hatam. He just didn't have the right trup. Oben Nikud, he said it right, different vowelization. In Machzir still, Aval Gorinbo. So you don't make him go back, but you yell at him. Now I don't think it means you yell at him in the middle of his reading. Maybe the rabbi comes after him and says Balkore, as the Mishnah Berurah makes clear, you're supposed to prepare the laning very well beforehand. For those people who have lain Sefer Torah, I was zoche to be for the modern Orthodox sector where you have to lay in the entire parsha. I was lucky. I did luck out. That someone had took the previous parsha, Acharei Mos, which really was my mitzvah parsha. But someone else was booked in the shul, so I got Kedoshim, which is a really great parsha to have. Not only is it a very interesting parsha, because it talks about a lot of mitzvahs Torah, but it's only 63 psukim, so I really got off pretty easy. But it was hard. Even to learn 63 psukim, it took me an entire year to learn it. It's very hard to learn from the Torah. These Balkores, I don't know how they do it. But you do remember these things for a long time afterwards, even though I probably forgot most of it by now. I still remember parts of it. But you got to prepare a lot, especially if you're laying a new parsha. And I did this when I was like 15 or 16 years old. It was conservative shul paid me big money to come walk like an hour to come to their shul and lane. Conservative shul wants laning, but obviously none of them are skilled to lane the Torah, especially most of them are 80 years old. So I remember walking there. I remember one Shabbos actually, I walked through this neighborhood and a dog just ran at me. I was walking with my friend. Dog just like ran, a wild dog. I was scared the living daylights out of me. But I got big money, so it was worth it. I landed like a couple of aliyahs. He landed the other couple of aliyahs. But it took work to repair it. Bez, v'yishuv sheyesham minyan emi shedei likros b'Torah. Let's say you're in a village, conservative people. They don't have someone who knows to read the Torah. Kihilchas abdiktu time. They don't have the money to pay someone like me to come read. Afilu hachi yikru Torah bracha kihilchasa. They should read the Torah with a bracha and say it without the tam, without the trup. And we're talking about people who know how to pronounce the words. And if you don't know how to pronounce the words, there are other people there who can correct them. Also, you do the Haftorah over there. He does say that if there is someone who knows who understands the Tamim, he should mouth each word to the Baal Koreh and let him repeat after him, which is very exhausting and a big tircha to the Zibura, so I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, this is what the Mishnah Berurah says that you should do, because it's best to do with Nigun and Tam, although this Tam Akiv. And there's actually machlokas over here. Let's say you're going to make mistakes, meaning you're someone who knows basically how to read Hebrew, but there'll probably be mistakes, especially in the vowelization, which might change the meaning of words. Should you go ahead and proceed and lane the Torah and that thing? Some of the psukim will be okay, but some of them won't be okay. It's the big machlokas here in the Achronim. The Mishnah Berurah initially says it's okay. The Pri Megadim says sheyish likros below bracha. You should read the Torah without a bracha. I will weigh in on my feelings about this and Ian to lean on coming up next.